So I've always kind of known that Artfight was a thing, but I've never really participated or really looked into it much more than that. But recently, after being inspired by a YouTube video, I decided to join this year. The problem is, I only have 7 days to complete all of the prep. So I'm kind of freaking out right now, but yeah, let's get started. So first of all, let's take a look at the current state of my Artfight profile. I've basically just created this, so it's kind of empty. I have a lot of dreams of like one day making it all pretty, but I definitely don't have time for that this year. But I did do a little bit of customizing with little gifs and stuff like that. And I don't have any characters uploaded yet, so that's what we're gonna be working on for the most part during the week. So the first one I'm drawing is my current persona here, my little PNG tuber that you see on the bottom right. I wasn't sure if Aaaaa counted as an OC, but I do see a lot of them on Artfight, so I decided to put mine on there too. To be honest, I'm not really someone who has a ton of OCs. I usually either draw fan art or just random characters that I'll never draw again, you know, that type of thing. And the OCs I do have aren't really fleshed out that much. I don't come up with this elaborate backstory or worlds for them, really. But at the end of this process, I end up with 5 characters uploaded, which is, you know, not bad for me. I wasn't really joining to get art of my characters anyway, but I'm more excited about drawing other people's cute OCs. I'm so excited about that. But not to say that I won't be extremely happy if someone does draw one of my OCs, you know, I'd be over the moon. But anyway, so I haven't really made an official ref sheet for my Sona yet, so this was a really good excuse to do that. When I was first designing this PNG tuber model, I did only design her from the shoulder up, so I had like a vague idea of what she would look like underneath the chest area, but this is really my first time kind of drawing it out. I really like the little star cutouts in the sleeves. I just love that little detail. But yeah, so that's my Sona. Now let's move on to the next character, which is gonna be an OC from the Obey Me universe. So if you don't know what Obey Me is, it's a visual novel dating sim type mobile game, but it also has elements of gacha in it. And I used to be obsessed with this game, okay? This was back in like 2020, you know? Those demon boys definitely helped me get through the pandemic. Anyway, since the game is in first person, it's really common to design or create your own kind of main character for the game. And this was mine. Her name is Mira, and she's a basic kind of a self-insert type character. I usually use her as kind of a dress-up doll. Honestly, it's kind of like I just put her in whatever clothes that I find interesting and I want to draw on someone, but I don't have a character to draw on. I just draw it on Mira. So yeah, in that way, she's kind of a dress-up doll type character for me. In my Obey Me universe, AU, she is with the character Mamon. I have a ton of drawings of them together. If you're interested in that, you can check out my Tumblr page. I haven't really updated that page in a long time, but you know, all of my Mira x Mamon art is over there. I don't really draw her a lot anymore just because I've fallen out of the fandom and not really interested in the game anymore, but I still really love her and her dynamic with Mamon. You can read all about that in her bio on Artfight if you're interested. Next is an OC that's part of like an idol group that I made a few years ago. It was definitely inspired by Love Live, except they're not in high school and they're all adults. I was really into Love Live and also K-pop culture and all of this. It's kind of like a fusion of all the idol parts that I like and discarding the parts of being an idol that I don't like. it's kind of an idealized version of an idol group. They're supposed to be part of a 5-member girl group, but I've only really fleshed out 2 of them, so they're the only ones that I'm gonna be drawing for this. So this one here is called Cherry, and she's kind of like the socially awkward, nervous wreck type, but she's also really passionate about the things that she loves. Specifically, she's like an idol otaku, like super into it, and she has these grand ideas about music concepts or stage design, stuff like that, but she'll be way too timid to kind of go through and plan everything to make that a reality. So the idea is she's kind of the idea generator of the group, whereas the other members have to kind of take those ideas and find out a way to make them a reality, basically. So she's kind of like a little awkward, a little bean, full of nervous energy. I just love her so much, honestly. If you want to know more about her, you can read the bio. But yeah, that's the basics of it. I really liked how this design turned out. I think it shows her vibe really well. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the references really simple so I don't get burned out, even before the start of the month, Alright, next up is Lemon. She's from the same idol group as Cherry is, and she's kind of like the more level-headed, calm character as opposed to Cherry's kind of frantic, nervous energy. I imagine that the rest of the group members, I don't have a name for the idol group yet, by the way, but I imagine that the rest of the group members are kind of loud and high energy all the time, and Lemon is just there at the side, not really able to keep up with all of them, kind of dissociating a little bit. She's very much kind of a force of stability that's much needed in the group, and because of her being the calm one, she's basically been put into the role of a mom friend, kind of unwillingly. In terms of her outfit design, I wanted her to be wearing something really feminine, but also not too cutesy. So I went with this kind of modern look, which I really like the look of, and I think it suits her vibe. And I ended up really liking this one too. And yeah. So the last one I'm gonna put onto the Artfight website is one that I've already made a video on, Fumi. So she's my old Naruto OC that I made when I was like 11 or 12. And I made a whole video redesigning her. So I won't be getting into details, but if you're interested in that, you can watch that video next. Wink wonk. Okay, so here you can see me drawing some chibis that I'm gonna be using for the little profile sections. I just thought it would be cute to add a little bit of something in the bio rather than it just being a block of text, right? So I wanted to do these little chibis of the characters. I think these turned out super cute. I didn't end up doing one for Fumi because that was kind of like a last minute decision to include her. So I'm sorry, Fumi, you don't get a little cute chibi, but I did draw one for the rest of them. Okay, so we're at the end of June now, and this is how my profile's looking. And in terms of the decorations and stuff, it's not that different from how you saw it before, but at least I have my characters up now, If you want to find me on Artfight, it's Honeymelon, just like it is on here. I'm probably gonna do another video at the end of July or August showing all the attacks that I'm gonna do, which I am super hyped about. If you're participating in Artfight this year, leave your username in the comments and I'll be sure to check you out. And maybe even draw your OC, who knows? Okay, I'm gonna go edit this video now. Okay, bye.